Warning. This video is intended for adults and adult collectors only. Hey everyone, Shiz here, and I'm back yet again for another episode of What a Week, all the latest and greatest toy and pop culture news in one, well, sometimes quick and easy video. I'll try not to make it an hour long this time. Let's shoot for maybe like 20-25 minutes. How's that? That's probably a nice, decent time. These segment episodes will last longer when I have people on the show, which I will be starting up again in January. The holiday season is madness as usual, so we want to make it accommodating for other people that like to do it, so expect that to pop up again back in January. We're going to kick it off. Let's get into it, because we do have some cool stuff to talk about. Actually, first and foremost, I want to say a sincere thank you to everyone who originally started following me on Instagram. We moved to YouTube and kind of sort of use Twitter, Facebook sometimes. Those are like my two mainstays, you know what I mean? But I very much appreciate everything, and I recently hit the milestone of 50,000 subscribers on my Instagram. I've had a fantastic 2019 year, both with Toy Shiz and in life and everything else, so thank you. I wake up every day, and I love seeing all the messages and talking with everybody, and everybody finding stuff and having a good time, and that's what it is all about for me. I just like to poke fun and have fun and just celebrate the fact that we're all ridiculously nerdy. And it's just, that's what it's meant to be. So, from the bottom of my everything, my heart, everything you want to say, we'll get all cheesy, you know what I mean? But thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. So now we can move on. We get the cheese out of the way, as I say. But I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday. And I hope you guys all had fantastic finds at Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday was definitely better. For everyone asking, I got to see a lot of things that I had purchased go for extremely low prices, of course, but the one thing that it was a treat to myself just because it was the right time, right moment. I got myself a 1979 Kenner Alien. It's something I've always wanted for my collection, and a complete one, and I'm very, very happy with it. So I'll have some photos and stuff too, and I'm kind of rearranging the whole collection and everything right now, but I'll have more photos up in just a few of all of that. Again, it's the holiday season, and it's just crazy. But to get into news itself, so shout out to the Real Esparza on Instagram. He came across the new Endgame Diamond Select Thanos action figure. This is starting to hit lightly. Expect it more in the coming weeks and everything leading up to Christmas and New Year's. I can't believe we're not really that far off, but you know, it's going. That's one thing. This year, as great as it was, it flew by considerably. Shout out to Brian Volkveiss, Fuzzfang, and Dean Cameron on Instagram. You know who you are. And if you don't know who they are the creators of The Toys That Made Us. And they have a brand new show, The Movies That Made Us, which is just as good. I actually really enjoyed this. And while I go crazy for Toys That Made Us and everything, The Movies That Made Us has this really cool, just quirkiness about it. And you get to see all the behind the scenes, the little nice stories about the actors, and they do really nice, like, it gets you all choked up when you see, especially the Ghostbusters episode. That was one of those things where I was like, I cannot wait for Ghostbusters 3, and that we'll have more news on that in just a moment. I was at Walmart. I came across, I want to say, I guess it's the newest wave of Rise of the Ninja Turtles, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I like the art style. I like the animation. I don't necessarily like the cartoon and what happens. You know, it is for kids after all. This particular version is very much for children, but I can appreciate a good design. Fantastic animation, you know, really adds to it. But the toy line by Playmates has been really lackluster. And with what NECA is doing, and with, to a degree, what Super 7 is starting to do, I want to see more from Playmates. They originated this. Let's see some really cool stuff. Now they do have like a pack out at GameStop. It's the original 4 Turtles, but they have released it a billion times. It doesn't really add anything to it. It's just the turtles. So if you missed them, you can get the ones with all the weapons. They don't even come with the tree. You know, it's disappointing. It really is. And unfortunately, these figures are very disappointing. Hypnopotamus and Wrestling Leo, I've never wanted to knock toys, but these look very much like no effort. And that's sad to see, because I thought they were going to do good things with this show. And as of right now, I guess, we'll know more at Toy Fair in just a few months. But looks like this show may be on the back burner, if not just completely done. So again, just remains to be seen. I was actually shopping for a brand new refrigerator at Home Depot. Came across a new Star Wars tie-in with some of the cheesiest lines I've ever seen. It was glorious. Be the hero after dinner. Get it? Not just more space in the fridge, hyperspace. Terrible. Anyways, and for me, I enjoy things like that, but it's corny. It's corny as heck. So in talking again about Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals and everything, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Muckman figure set, that was I don't even think they're doing this anymore. It was the Pizza Point. I actually got the set of turtles from this send-away, mail-away thing. It got delivered, I believe, early January. I did a little video on that. But the Muckman, you could still grab him if you want. A lot of people were upset the Alpha Flight, and I totally agree. Alpha Flight went down to $70 as opposed to $110. Palpatine's a great figure. You know what I mean? Standalone, $30. It's not too bad. Actually, $40. It was originally $40. He went down to $28, so that's pretty good. The Captain America and Peggy Carter, $50 to $30. Magneto family went again from $60 down to $40. He did that about 2 weeks ago. The Star Wars Rogue One helmet went from $80 to $50. That'll probably go lower as well. $100 down to $50 for the Nano Gauntlet. I think that was not really surprising considering what the Gauntlet went for last year. I think it got down to $35, which is awesome. It's a great thing to have. The 2-packs, they've been going in and out. Walmart's had them for cheap. Everything, it's $26 as opposed to $15. The Iron Man helmet actually went pretty fast. It was $100 down to $63. That was pretty good. The Mandarin pack came back. They have them in stock somewhere. $40. Again, that's a pretty good price for that. I think everybody wanted a new Pepper Potts set. So good deals all around. I'll keep posting them as they keep coming up. Expect more deals well into Christmas, after Christmas, New Year's. We still got some time left to get some awesome deals. So get prepared for that. Shout out to NECA Official. They released some photos of their upcoming Hellraiser Pinhead figure. He looks fantastic. The Cenobite comes with a little box and extra head portrait. This is going to be a great figure to have with your other horror icons that they have nailed as well. So definitely expect great things with that. He's going to ship early next year. So looking forward to that guy. He's very cool looking. You know what I mean? This was a great deal for Cyber Monday. And shout out to Vanilla Poser for giving me the heads up on it. The previously $224 DC Universe only exclusive action figures from DC Collectibles, it went from $225 to $89 for all of them. All 8 figures, I think it was. Yeah, 8 whole. They don't come with weapons and accessories and stuff like that, but yeah, for that price, that ain't too bad. The Marvel Legends Professor X, somebody a while ago, I'm just going to tell you, somebody said the Professor X will never go on sale. I'm just telling you, all the Marvel Legends stuff eventually goes on sale, even the ones that are most sought after. That Jean Grey pack, I guarantee you, that'll go on sale eventually. So spend your money wisely. It's not a bad thing if you want something early. I'm just telling you, just wait a sec. And, if you don't scrounge around for the cash if you can't afford it, just give it a sec, and it might get down lower price. Like the Luke Skywalker Yavin Ceremony Walmart exclusive. It went from $12 down to $6 and change. That's pretty good. People have been going absolutely crazy this week. CNBC revealed, new Baby Yoda merchandise is going to hit. We all knew that they couldn't do that. At least most of us did. A lot of people were wondering why. It's because they weren't allowed to make any merchandise for Yoda. It was a secret at the utmost, the request from all the producers and execs. They wanted to keep something secret. I totally respect that. I'm glad they did it. But I guess Baby Yoda, he won't be out until about June, but pre-orders are up. Again, with everything, whenever I do these videos, all the links and pre-orders and everything that I talk about will be in the description below, so just check it out. And I appreciate using the links because it's affiliate links and helps out the channel. The Black Widow trailer hit, and we've known that some Marvel Legends are coming as a result as of this movie. We finally got a trailer. I'm very much looking forward to the Legends. The movie, I'm not about it, but it's kind of like part of that, okay, well, I don't ever think of Black Widow as needing her own movie. Same thing with Hawkeye, same thing with Vision or Hulk. Any of those characters, Scarlet Witch, I don't think any of those characters need their own movies. They do really well as like supporting cast. They're like Will Ferrell, you know what I mean? Will Ferrell, when he gets like the lead of any movie, you know what I mean? Just where it's him, he's the main guy. No, it's a lot more annoying than I go back and watch him now as, being a little bit older when he was doing movies left and right. Thank you again to Pandamony Toys. They had sent over their brand new Alternation action figure line. I got Wave 1. I'll show you the ins and outs in an upcoming video. There are some quirky things about them. Of course, this is like the first outing. But if you want to order them, put a link in the description below. Just use Shiz at checkout. It'll give you some money off of your order. And they just put Sham back in stock. He was a little bit out of stock. He's the Gecko man who he's one of the faves. So the Ninja Turtles thing, I took a picture of Sham from the Alternation. It totally reminded me of the old Archie comics. That just was a lot of fun. I had to kind of recreate it. The codename Chameleon from, I think, issue 5, something like that. And then he came back later on. He turned into like a Clayface Chameleon type character. That was pretty cool. So if you have never read the Archie Run series of Ninja Turtles, you got something to do this weekend. I'm just going to tell you, you will not be disappointed. Definitely go and check it out. Shout out to Network on Instagram and their website. They're kind of like a high-end pop culture thing where, and I do enjoy their app. It's a cool app, and I like what they're doing. They just kind of, they're very expensive. I think they're a little bit too expensive, to be quite honest with you, but they dropped they billed it as the first ever Joker figure. It's actually a stationary statue of him coming down the stairs. It comes with the stairs. They dropped this past Thursday. It was $200 a piece. I honestly was like, here's the thing. When I post like links and stuff, unbeknownst to me, you get like referrals, you know what I mean? Like referral code or something like that. So it like kind of went up there and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll buy one of these Joker things and then I'll talk about it on my YouTube. They only allow you to use like couple bucks from each thing for each transaction, so it was kind of a bust, and I don't think it sold very well. I mean, unless it's sold out, I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna say that was a little bit disappointing. I finally came across the NECA Toys, their brand new Kenner Classics Aliens and Predator figures, the Berserker Predator and the Neomorph Alien. Very excited to finally find these in the store. I have a video already posted, talks about them, show off my alien collection, show off how these fit in. It was no surprise. I absolutely love these. I'm a little biased because I'm a big, Kenner Aliens fan, but NECA did a great job. But definitely check out the video. I'll put a little link. It'll pop up here or there, whatever. Ghostbusters 3 will officially be called Ghostbusters Afterlife. Not really a secret, but it was just kind of like finally brought to the surface. It was revealed a couple weeks ago. But, there's always that chance possibility that, with rumors and such. But yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife will be coming out 2020. Very, very stoked on this. And the new trailer will drop on this coming Monday. So I'm so looking forward to Monday. That's going to be amazing. Shout out to Tanner Newcomb on Instagram. He found the Diamond Select Hulk figure from Endgame that they're coming out with. Like Professor Hulk, you would say. Everyone was saying, well, where's the Infinity Gauntlet? How come it looks so different? I have it confirmed that this is one figure that is a Disney Store exclusive, and the one that we saw with Professor Hulk and the different articulation and the Nanotech Gauntlet will be coming out in January 2020. It might be right on the cusp of December into January, but yes, another figure is coming. This is the Disney Store exclusive. There is another one coming. I ventured into Ross once again to try and find that Captain Phasma with the broken off face. Just never picked her up. I thought, well, I was in the parking lot. I was at Ross. That one of those days where you see Ross and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I can go in there. And you know what? I actually had some fun. I found some stuff. They keep rolling dump trucks up to this place full of toys. It looks like a thrift store. It's awful. It's totally awful. Let's be 100% honest. But if you do a little bit digging, you actually can find some stuff. So I made off with some cool Venom and Carnage 2-pack figure, which I'm glad I got that. I found the PS4 Spiderman and the Mr. Negative 2-pack that was the 3 3/4 inch. And then I also got this cool Ninja Turtle Donatello sub that was like, I don't know. Everything was like $5 or $6. I think the 2-pack of Spider-Man and Mr. Negative was the most expensive, oddly enough. So, hey, you know what? go to Ross, find stuff. I found a Triptychon the previous week, so there are some cool stuff hitting if you missed out on it first time around, Target, Walmart, something like that. Hey, you know what? Couple bucks. I mean, like super cheap considering, you know, where it originally started at. So go find something rad, you know? That's always fun. Shout out to the Hunted blog. It's a Hot Wheels Instagram, and they do a lot of news on all the latest and greatest Hot Wheels, and that's always something I could brush up more a little bit. I do like the Mario Kart Hot Wheels that are coming out, but I'm sure everyone's going to like this one. It's the Party Wagon from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was previously an SDCC exclusive, and now they're re-releasing it in the standard line of Hot Wheels cars, or however you say. So expect that early next year, sometime, some way. Again, pulled out all my Aliens and Predator figures. That was a blast. I had a great time showing those off on the vid. Please go check that out. Let me know what you think, and will you be picking them up or kind of starting your own Aliens Predator collection now? Not a lot of articulation, but that's part of the charm. And that's the articulation we all grew up with back in the day. So very, very cool. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, they had a big movie press thing when they interviewed all the stars. They hint at stuff. They're like, hey, Daisy Ridley, what's one thing you could say about this movie? And she goes, Cyclops. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. So maybe do like a special or something like that. I'd rather watch that, but there was pictures going around online, and I just thought it was funny. I'm looking at them. And a lot of you seem to have agreed. Yes, it's completely taken out of context, and it's just for fun. But don't you think all these other people would want to be talked about in The Mandalorian as opposed to Rise of Skywalker? Because from what I'm hearing, not a lot being said about Rise of Skywalker. Everyone is about The Mandalorian. Speaking of which, Episode 5 premiered last night. Another great one. I love that show. It's so much fun. I love that show. Shout out to F. Deanda on Instagram. Gave me the heads up that the Transformers Vintage Collection for Walmart, when they brought him back, Devastator came back into stock. If you want him, I believe he's still up. Also, Starscream got a price reduction, so if you want him as well, both of them I highly recommend. If you never had them as kids, or if you never had Transformers, yada yada, this would be like a great jumping off point. I got to tell you about this Peely figure from McFarlane Toys. I've had this guy for a couple weeks. Finally got to open him. He is so much fun. It's ridiculous. I love this figure. I love the look of the figure. You can display him with like everything. It makes for some great photos. So if you are interested in a giant banana man, or if you get two, you got bananas in pajamas, just saying, then you're probably going to end up liking this figure. The Fortnite stuff is ridiculously awesome in like the best ways. I don't even understand it, but it's a lot of fun. The little thing on Walmart was like, hey, this is in stock. The WWE Eternia, this is the mashup between Masters of the Universe and Mattel. The ring, the ring that comes with two figures, is a 2-pack and ring. It's $30 as opposed to, I just got the ring, it was $20. And I also have a video up with that if you want to check out the review. I actually really liked it. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't necessarily think, I may not collect the wrestling figures. Their big build is, able to go with next year's Masters figures, so it might be kind of fun. I like weird mashups like that. It's quirky, it's off, it's not really the norm of what you would see. So in that sense, I definitely dig it. Shout out to Jax Pacific. So they have this Jax Cares organization. They donated 10,000 Jax Pacific toys to the Spark of Love toy drive. That's the ABC7 affiliate. They work with the Toys for Tots as well, and Subaru and all that kind of stuff. But that's a really nice thing that they did. Jax Pacific is a very good company. They do lots of amazing toy stuff that I absolutely love. They've always been very pleasant, always great to work with, so good on them. That's a really nice thing. Every child at Christmas deserves a toy, and 10,000 toys can really make a difference. If you'd like to donate or do anything, like me, you go to like Starbucks or something like that, and you could drop off, or they have Target, Toys for Tots, something like big box. That's always good to do. If you want to do more, I'll put a link in the description below. The website will tell you where to go and which way to everything else. But such a great cause. It's a good thing just to do that during this holiday season. That's very nice. Also, shout out to Toys.comics. They gave me the heads up that the Black Series Forlom figure is back up. He's at $17 on Amazon. He was $13 on their sister company, Woot. I've never actually used Woot. I can't recommend them until I try them, but I've heard great things about Woot. So Woot for Woot. Let me know in the description below if you've ever used them before. I think that's kind of funny. The upcoming Warner Brothers movie, DC, the Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous something or other Harley Quinn. I like when they do that kind of thing, but I'm like that they just put the Birds of Prey and then they have that little like writing in of this extra tagline title. But they released some movie posters for the individual characters. You got Harley Quinn, Black Canary, Renee Montoya, Cassandra Cain, Huntress, Victor Zsasz, and of course Roman Sionis, better known as Black Mask. None of these characters look like what they're supposed to look like. I know, I get it. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with this movie, but zero expectations for it being good. I think it's just a little bit too left field. And a lot of people say, hey, you know what? Don't judge a book by its cover. When you are being marketed to, you have to consider that if they're going to go through all this time and energy to tell you what a movie's about or what's going to happen, if you don't like what you see before you've even seen the movie, chances are, I mean, it's a little off. You have to look at it in the sense of it's so off, you're going to have certain reservations. Now, sometimes it works out where you go, I have zero expectations for this movie. And I've walked out of a movie going, it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Maybe that'll happen with this movie. I don't care anymore. Ghostbusters 3 released one of their official new movie posters. The trailer comes out on Monday. I am so excited for this. Is the hands down the movie I'm waiting for. I don't care about any other movies. Just this one. Rise of Skywalker is going to be great. Cool, whatever. You give me Ghostbusters any day of the week. You give me Hasbro Ghostbusters figures. Yes, I saw the list that was leaked. No, I will not be talking about it because we don't know the deets and we will know more coming soon. So until then, just wait, but get excited. I will say that. And to kind of finally, so the Entertainment Earth, they have the $20 vintage collection Rogue One tank. If you don't have a 5 and below now, then they're also doing like 10 and below now inside their store. They have it for $10 at 5 and below. You get 20 on Entertainment Earth. If you don't have one, if you really, really wanted it, it used to be $80. So either way, I'd say that's a win-win. So now I get to talk about, because last week we did a contest to win the new Iron Man, the fan channel Iron Man, and I appreciate everyone who watched, everyone who wrote in, and I can safely say that the winner finally of this particular contest is Matt Burwee with a question mark. So it's really like Matt Burwee won? Is that how we're supposed to say it? No, congrats to you, Matt, and thank you for writing in after hours of painstaking deliberation, which, good, you put in some hard work into this, and it played no effect in if you won or not. I literally pulled your name out of a hat of all the people that I do. I do it old-fashioned way. A lot of people use those like things that they spin the wheel online. I like, you write each person's name down and you pull it out of a hat. But their favorite Marvel Legend is the recent Nightcrawler. That's a nice looking figure. Good choice, and congrats to you. You get the new Iron Man, the fan channel Iron Man with the laser sword and everything else that's going on with him. He's pretty cool. And shout out again to Kokomo Toys. Please check them out for all your holiday shopping needs. They're a great family-run company. Please go and check them out. I have a link in the description below. They provided the merch to give away. And on my Instagram, next week, starting Monday, I will have another giveaway for a Marvel Legend figure that I think everybody's going to want. But I'll let you know all the deets on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me at ToyShiz, and you can find out everything. So, thank you again to everyone that entered. Thank you everyone who always watches this What a Week video. I love making these things. A lot of fun. I get to connect and talk about all the nerdy toys that we love and all the pop culture movies. And what are you guys excited for toy-wise, movie-wise? Everyone wants to talk about Ghostbusters and Kenner and all that other stuff. Now, again, I know I said it a billion times. Next year is going to be 80s, man. The 80s are going to come back full force, and it's going to be such a blast. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, you could have called it Ghostbusters Mass Hysteria. That would have been kind of cool, but then, of course, I think the recent comic books kind of did that. I don't care. Ghostbusters, baby, and when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.